Happy Monday, everybody. How's it going? And whether you're watching me live or on a replay, thanks for being here. Appreciate you. And happy Monday. Feels good to be back. Been a while. I'm a little rusty with my streaming, but we will figure it out as we always do. How's it going? Jess returning the favor. She's saying she was number one. I always try to be number one in their streams over on William's channel. Although I don't like the way that looks. Can I fix that on the fly? Let's see here. There we go. That's better. I like the message at the bottom. Hi, Twyla. How are ya? Hi, Arlie. Jess, how was your first day back to school? Jess was back in the classroom today. Hey, Andrea. I can always flip back and forth with you, Andrea and Andrea. I'm sure you're used to that. How are you? Hi, Estella. Did you get anything good at the quilt shop? I'm glad you made it. Did you enjoy the peace and quiet? Is it nice to hear your thoughts again? She just finished up grandma's summer camp. I'm trying to get her to take my children next year. Hi, William. How's it going? Were your ears ringing? Because I was just talking about you. Saying I was trying to be first, and Jess made it here first. Number one. Gold star. I know I should probably go and try to comment on your guys' streams so that I can get my gold medal. Did you start setting up your classroom or was it just meetings all day? Hey Dawn, how's it going? You working tonight? Double time? Am I keeping you company at work? Technically, you can say either, but it's Andrea. Okay. I normally say Andrea, but then sometimes I don't know what happens. Andrea comes out of my mouth. But by the way, you wrote that in a way that's very easy to understand for somebody who's not so good at that stuff. I followed that. Oh, came home with some fabric. I love to hear it. Yes, and Arlie is saying congratulations to Jess. Jess entered her quilt in a quilt show and won a ribbon. You can go check it out on her channel. Yeah, I can imagine that you can finally hear yourself think again. Those kids are loud. They never stop. Meetings and moving furniture, all the things. Sounds fun. Hey, I can keep you company while you're loading the dishwasher too. I always listen to people's lives when I'm doing chores and then I want to go type into their chat, but I'm like so far away from my phone that it doesn't work. My fellow Tasha, the quilting nurse Tasha, hello. Yes, this is a Cotton Cuts mystery quilt in Tula. Good eye. Oh, yep. Dawn saying congratulations. Everybody's saying congratulations to Jess. So cool to have a ribbon. So I am catching up on Clue 5. I think I have 5, 6, and 7 to go. And it came with this little goodie. And I waited for you guys to open this, which was really hard for me because I've been sewing for a little while, if you can't tell, because there I've already seam ripped and I just had to fix a bobbin. And sorry if you see my gross finger. I accidentally grated my finger on a cheese grater. Don't do that. Don't recommend. All right. What is this? Any guesses? You guys probably may already know what it is. All right. Get those dishes done. Get the closing shift done. Oh, little Post-its. That's cute. I do love stationery supplies. So some little Cotton Cuts Post-it notes. For some reason, I thought it would be something more sewing related, but you can always use Post-its in your sewing room. So that's very cute. I like a little bonus. Hi, Katie. How are ya? Sorry, I missed you when you came in. I'm rusty. Hey, Lisa. Headed to bed, but wanted to stop in for a second. Well, thanks for stopping in. You are the early bird. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, not a bread basket. It's cute. Can't complain. I saw all the colors, though, and for some reason I don't know what I thought it was going to be. Yes, so you can mark your block pieces, and they did end up doing this thing that you could print off, which I've been doing. Man, it's been a while since I've been in this project tote for this one. They did have something. Oh, and can you hear me okay? I'm trying out a new microphone that I don't have to wear. Isn't that exciting? So hopefully it sounds okay. Yeah, so then they did actually have this that you can print off. You can't really see it, but it has all the different block sections. So I'm starting to use that as well. Yes, I'm finally catching up on Clue 5. Hey, Sean, how's it going? Are you all caught up, Sean? I think you are. I was just watching the other day and I was like, dang, I got to get mine back out. So, but yeah, I sewed for about 20 minutes before the live started and I ran out of bobbin and I sewed pieces on backwards. So we're off to a very strong start over here. Yes, I do. I actually just usually use pieces of paper that I rip up. Post-its will be a nice upgrade for me there. Oh, thank you. Oh, good. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I now have a microphone just sitting over here. So I don't have to worry about everything. I can't remember how many clues there are. But I definitely am behind. And I didn't want to be too far behind. So this month, we are doing in our little clubhouse, choose your own goal. So my goal this month officially is to do one more Legit Kits block, but I also would like to get caught up on this cotton cuts because I haven't touched my Legit Kits in a really long time either. My Sculliver. So I got to drag him out of retirement and these blocks. So what's new? What's been happening? We haven't chatted in so long. I'm trying to think of what's new with me. We went to Hershey Park. That was super fun and super hot. Ooh. Not in a rush to get back there. But my son had a blast on the roller coasters with his dad. And I convinced Josie to have a girls' day with me. So on the day the boys did the roller coasters, me and Josie went to Target and the outlet malls. So that was really fun. I did print Clue 7 too. So 5, 6, 7. I can do it. I can get this done. I got the Care Bear quilt trimmed and finally figured out it's going to use the going to use the remainder as a scrap. Oh, cool. The trim and then use the rest for a scrappy binding. I love scrappy binding. And Katie's wanting to know where Sean is in the 100-acre wood. I'm slowly getting through the finishing book. Ooh, are you going to do, Katie, are you going to do the Peter Pan one? I know Sean is, but from his own stash, I believe. I thought about the Peter Pan one. I love Peter Pan, but I don't know. I really wish I had done that folk so long he did a while ago. Tasha's saying those are easy to pick up and put down. These or the Legit Kits? Ooh, I'm scared of my Legit Kit. Well, I'm not scared, but it does feel like a commitment when I pull it out. Sean says, I am almost done cutting out Christopher Robin and maybe on hold for a moment as I have 2 kiddo quilts and the State Fair quilt. Ooh, done in the next few weeks. Yeah, Sean's making quilts for the next 2 incoming exchange students. So pretty cool. Hey, Alex, how are ya? Did you finish your banner last night? I was dozing off. I always watch somebody to fall asleep, and you were the lucky winner. I was trying to keep up messaging you, and then I finally fell asleep. I was fighting the sleep. The air quality here is also bad in New York because of the wildfire fires. It's crazy. Crazy. I was talking to my friend because we both have our kids in summer camps, and we were kind of doing this thing like, man, and the kids play outside most of the time. So we were having this debate of like, we feel kind of bad sending the kids to go play outside knowing the air quality is bad, but we're like, what are you supposed to do? You know what I mean? Like, it's a tough spot for people to be in, And finally we just said, they'll have to go and figure it out. I'm also in a new era of pressing seams open. And even though this kit isn't telling me to press seams open, I am going to try it out. I just started pressing seams open with my latest project that's behind me, and I loved it. Yeah, legit kits are easy to pick up and put down, especially if you keep organized, but I like to do like one section at a time. I don't like leaving off midsection. Oh, Sean is going to do a kit. Ooh, are you going to do the pink or the blues, the dusk or the dawn? And yes, Sean does have an affiliate link, and he had John on from our East Quilting Company a couple weeks ago. You can probably go find all that links right in his channel. Katie says, I think I'll opt out of Peter Pan. I only did 100 Acre Wood because I'm obsessed with Pooh and his friends. That's so fun. That's why I almost opted into Peter Pan, but I'm not there yet. I reserve the right to change my mind. Oh, still working on it. Cool. I can come back for round 2. Yeah, so that's what we were talking to about, Estella, my friend and I, is like, we didn't remember this when we were a kid, but of course, like, you didn't have like, I mean, I'm not sure that would have ever come up. Like, I don't know if it would have made the news back then. But we're like, do we remember hazy days when we were a kid and it maybe was wildfire smoke and we just didn't know it? Like, but yeah, we were debating that. Send the kids or not. I feel bad for her because her kids have asthma. I'm not sure if it's asthma or just an occasional respiratory issue. And so it's even a harder decision for her. Sean says, welcome to the dark side, aka pressing my seams open. I've pressed these PMQ open for quite some time. Cool, good to know. Oh my gosh, I am really into the pressing open. I cannot believe how much I liked it on this one back here. Oh, I didn't realize you were working on a legit kit. How far along are you? I only have, well, let me tell you what, I went to Quilt Canada, just like you did, and with Sean, and we were walking around and we came to the legit kits booth, and I saw the Sculliver, the small size Sculliver, and how small it really was. And I was like, girl, what am I doing? Get to it. This isn't that bad. You can get this done. So I came with fresh motivation to get that quilt done after seeing a completed one. I'm like, I got this. Although I was like, man, maybe I should have gotten the big one, but the small one's plenty enough. I don't know what I'll do with it, but wall hanging. But yeah, so I need to get mine done because I bought the full kit. So, that wasn't a cheap impulse purchase. So need to get it done. Then I can say I'm an FPP master. Hi, Katie. How are ya? Hi, Krista. Hi. Good to see everybody. Yes, I still do have plenty of time for Peter Pan, thankfully. Thanks, Katie. This is my Cotton Cuts mystery quilt that I got in Tula. Dawn says, a regular sent his teen to pick up laundry. Kid didn't have a credit card, so I told him he has to pay tomorrow or before the drop off again and bring chocolate chip cookies. I like your form of interest, Dawn. I like that. Hi, Linda. How are you? Are you having a coffee? Is it time for our evening coffee? Ooh, Tasha says, I committed to the Farm Girl Quilt next January 2026 block of the month. Ooh, I might need to Google that one. I am not sure I've heard of that one, but it sounds cute. Hi, Donnell. How's it going? On the news in Green Bay, they are recommending masks. Ugh. I don't know, Krista. I don't know what I was saying. Oh, I see. It was the start of a question. What is your overall opinion on the mystery quilt? Well, so far, I'm still pretty neutral. Like, I guess if I had to say, like, one, let's see, how would I do this? 1 to 10. 10 meaning I would totally do it again. I can't wait to do it again. And 1 is the worst thing ever. I'll never do it again. I'm probably leaning now towards like a 5. Like, I don't think I'm pretty neutral. I don't think I will do one again. But I haven't seen the outcome yet. So we'll see. As you all know, my biggest complaint, if anybody's watched me for any length of time, are these 2 prints right here, which are gorgeous prints, but they're large prints. And depending on how they're cut, they can look purple or they can look green. And when they match up together, I don't love them together. So far, not been my favorite, but I'm still going with an open mind. But I'm not like, I have to have it, do it again. So that's where we are, but we'll see. We'll see. Katie says, I don't remember hazy air or smoke unless there was a local fire. Yeah, I don't really remember this when I was a kid. What is your opinion, Krista? You've had 2 come with missing pieces, right? Which has been a little bit of a bummer. So, or Jess has done 5 of 72 sheets. Geez, I wonder how many sheets I have in the small one. I've done 1. Yeah, I think an hour at a time is the perfect amount of time for a legit kit. And Katie, we got to get yours out of the box. I saw that comment. Estella says, I grew up in Phoenix, so I don't remember the wildfires being bad except for when they got close to town. What is this nonsense? I'm doing 1-inch EPP. I want some 1/2-inch hexie. Can I just cut a regular template in half and say good to go? Girl, you are crazy. And no, I don't think the math works like that, but live your do what you want, but you're a nut. I love that about you. Ooh, Katie has the Vortex kit and it's nearing the top of my list. Yes, Linda's always got her coffee. I'm having a Diet Dr. Pepper this evening. That's my caffeine. That's probably going to ruin my sleep tonight. Katie's got Ursula Major. Donnell just ate dinner. I used to work military pay as a civilian. When the guys wanted something, I told them to bring gummy bears. Hilarious. I like it. Yes, rip the Band-Aid. Get going, Katie. Oh, I'm trying to do 1 to 2 sheets a day. Damn, girl. I need to have it done by Labor Day. Oh, guys, this is also my first live since I got monetized on YouTube. So I think I have the ads turned off, but will you let me know if like all of a sudden I disappear and there's an ad? Because I don't want that. Yes, it's nice to have something for the puzzle mystery quilt just to pick up and sew. Oh, Donnell still has a second half of Vortex, and I'm still waiting on the lion. Jeez, girl. Hi, Meg from Plattsburgh. I love that. I haven't haven't been up to Plattsburgh in a while. I'm west of Syracuse. I went to school in SUNY Potsdam for one semester before it was too cold, and I got the heck out of there, let me tell you. Okay, Chris was hoping to be pleasantly surprised too. I feel like your colorway had more contrast than mine. Oh, this is Lynn. I didn't realize this was your first puzzle mystery quilt as well, Linda. Probably the first and last. Not happy with the fabrics because they are so thin. Yeah, they're a little stretchy. I'm with you on that one. We are trying to trust the process. Oh, yes. Jess is from up there. Meg, you guys are little neighbors. Yeah, so the mystery quilts in general, I think, are tough. It's trusting the process. I feel like you're either a mystery quilt person or you're not. Oh, Sean said he was pretty neutral about his first one until he put it together, and then he loved it. So there's still a chance for me. One had like 12 pieces missing. But they were quick to send. Honestly, that's all you can ask for. If you're getting a pre-cut kit, there's a chance. You know, so the customer service is important. I do think that they're like a small business, it seems, and they do seem to really take their customers' concerns like seriously and get things resolved quick. So I love that. Sean says, we used to have bushfires back home. The swamp caught fire here for about 10 weeks, 10 years. Wait, bleh. The swamp caught fire here about 10 years ago, and that smoked for weeks. Dang. I assume you mean it wasn't on fire for 10 weeks, 10 years. Katie says she's on number 18 of a puzzle mystery quilt. Stop. I didn't even know there was that many. Well, there's somebody who loves them. Oh, where did you move from, if you don't mind me asking, to Plattsburgh? It's a decision. It's a decision to move that far north to Canada, close to Canada. I've been saving my cotton cuts puzzle mystic quilt to do in bulk. Now I'm nervous to get started. Don't be nervous because there are so many people in here that love them. So if you love the idea of a mystery quilt, what's not to love? Like free cut fabric, sewing. So don't be nervous. Which one are you doing? Are you doing the flyaway one too? Oh, Stella says, I bought a block of the month kit through Keepsake Quilting about 10 years ago. Paul was deployed and I thought I could do a block a month while he was gone. How'd that work out for you? Well, finally opened them up to do them 2 years after he got back. And one of the months had no fabric with it. No. Oh, you left Virginia to move to Plattsburgh. I hope that you've got some experience with winters. If not, look into some long johns, my friend. But that is awesome. Congratulations on joining the faculty at SUNY Plattsburgh. What are we teaching? I can't remember what SUNY Plattsburgh specialized in. I went to SUNY Potsdam and then I went to SUNY Geneseo. Yeah. Wow. So after 2 years, you checked to see if they had fabric. You didn't have it, and they sent the fabric 2 years later. That is impressive. Impressive. Well, you know what? I guess that's the other thing I would say is, Meg, make sure, even if you're not doing it, you're checking to make sure you have all the fabric if you don't have an oops kit. Because that would be a really big bummer, is if you don't start it for 2 years and you can't get the fabric. So even if you don't do it, I'd be tallying your fabric. Yeah, they've been really great. Krista said that Krista said that she was missing pieces and they got it to her really quick. I like the mystery quilts, but not so sure on the pre-cut pieces. Yeah, I think if I was going to do a mystery quilt, I do enjoy the pre-cut pieces. That's for sure. Although I do hear you that some feel a little stretchier than others. But I do like not having to cut fabric. I do. All right, we got to do A and C. Where's my little... All right, we got to do 2 A's and C's. Oh boy, Meg says, long johns are on my list. I'm originally from Houston, so winter is going to be an adjustment. Girl, get boots that don't slip around. Don't play around with your boots, and don't play around with those long johns, especially if you're walking. I don't know what, obviously being on the faculty is different than going to college, but if you're doing any amount of walking from your car to your building, ooh, I just remember when I was up in SUNY Potsdam, the wind was so cold it hurt my legs. But yeah, I don't play around with boots either. I get good boots. I don't want to be slipping and sliding, but you're going to love it. Hopefully like winter will be fun for you because you haven't been dealing with your whole life versus like me, who's just been dealing with it for 40 years and is like, bleh. So, and get a good car brush. Here's my unsolicited advice. Don't get that rinky dink one. That's just like thing. Get the one that looks like a big broom. Big broom. Trust me. John says, puts a whole nother level to your mystery if you have to substitute the fabric. I know, Meg, you're going to have to keep coming back because we need to know how you adjust this winter. You're on the hook now. We need to know about how winter's going to go. I have not tried starching this pre-cut fabric. I have other fabric I buy, but not the pre-cuts. I use Best Press. Yes, warm, waterproof boots. Oh, look at everybody's saying the layers. Just like Shrek, the layers are important. Oh, Katie's saying do not starch the pre-cuts. Yeah, I like Red Dorking Hood. It's also... Stella's saying just lightly enough to stop the stretch. Don't oversaturate. Hi, Fern. How are ya? Yes, dress like an onion. All right, the verdict is stretching pre-cuts could make them shrink. Starch at your own risk. Yeah. Hey, Brenda. Sorry, I didn't even see you pop in. I know I was trying to text you quick. I've already had to seam rep, ran out of bobbin. It's been an adventure this evening. Thankfully, that all happened before I got on here. I haven't actually done much sewing since I got on here, but that's okay. We're here mostly to chat. All right, Meg, that's what we like to hear. Oh, and I have to go back up because I missed what you said you were teaching, and now I don't know if I'll be able to find it again. Dang it. Sorry about that. I moved from Florida to Alaska that year. First year is rough. Yeah, you do get used to it. You don't realize all the stuff you need to keep warm. I feel like this should now be Sean's nickname, the gut who sews. I like it. They will shrink all wrong, and then you'll blame Cotton Cuts for it. Nah, I think if we shrink our fabric, we'll own up to it. Because there is no doubt that this fabric is cut the same size. Stella says, I lived in Green Bay for 2 winters. The one thing I will say is the roads were amazingly clear. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, a lot of times when you get a lot of snow, these places have got it worked out to a science. Sean says, the roads here aren't as well because they don't get much snow. I hope not. If you do get snow, you're going to be in trouble. Estella also loves flatter. I'll have to give that one a try. Counseling education. That's cool. Yes, alpaca socks are also popular. Like the gloves were really popular when I was in high school. But we've talked about this before. I would much rather be in New York than anywhere else because there's no hurricanes, there's no big, huge bugs, there's no well, I shouldn't say there's not usually tornadoes, but there's been a couple. The worst we get is a bad snowstorm, and if you got to stay home and drink some hot cocoa, there's worse things that have happened. Twist my arm. Now that I work from home, it's kind of nice when the kids get a snow day. I'm like, oh, I'm going to take the day off and have a nice cozy snow day. If I have the PTO, those kids have been depleting my PTO. Wool socks with your Birkenstocks. Oh, Katie, I did not realize you moved from Florida to South Greenland. That's also a big adjustment. Yeah, the no bugs. Andrea, remind me of where you are again. All right, A to C, and then I need an A, which is my yellow. I'm impressed with myself, though. I haven't done this in a few months, and I still kind of remember what colors are what. Yellow. I'm going to try not to have to seam rip again. Oh my gosh, my mother-in-law grew up in Oswego, New York. She mocks me about the snows we get in the heck yeah, she would mock you. I got my MBA from SUNY Oswego. I took a tour of a lot of SUNY schools. Have you caught on to that? Which is the state of New York, state schools in New York. But yeah, I got my master's in business administration from there through my job because they offered a free degree. So I was like, well, free is my favorite price. Got one, but I've never really, I've been in my job for so long, I don't know if I really needed the resume booster, but it's there. Oh, that's so interesting. Katie says, not that bad. North Florida is colder in January, February than we are here. That is so interesting. Oh, Michigan's. Okay. Huh. I wouldn't have thought that, Katie. That's so interesting. So interesting. So I really do want to know, is there anybody else out there that loves pressing open seams, and when do you not do it? Because man, I cannot believe how much flatter everything's laying. All right, those two look alike. It's a good sign. Now we need D to A, which is, feels like there's a lot of fabric in this clue. D is the light purple. Yes. Okay. Oh boy, I'm getting behind. Hi, Zaza. How are you? You're always right on time. Jess wants Birkenstocks and socks together. I'm not sure that works for me. Hi, guys. Craft 2. It's John. Is it John? God, forgive me if that's wrong. I'm learning. Oh, good. I'm seeing lots of hi John, so I think I did okay. Team open seams here. I don't, right. You wouldn't want to, you couldn't really stitch in the ditch because there'd be nothing to stitch to, right? Oh, Katie is an open seams. Okay, Andrea. Fern's pressing to the side. I have been for the last 10 years up until like the last 2 weeks. So we'll see. We'll see. I do press open except for when I need to do a dovetail seam. What's so interesting is I always wanted to do it to nest my seams. And I have found that when I'm pressing my seams open, I'm doing a better job of lining up my seams. Why? I don't know. But I am. Yeah, it does take longer, but I'm really was into it. I did this. I don't know how much of this you can see behind me. Has some of the quarter circle blocks in here, but it doesn't have any orange peels. So I'm excited to try orange peels that way. Okay, Chris is listening to the fabric. If the fabric doesn't want to lay down, she'll do it open. That makes sense. Zaza said I was terrified of open seams until I started EPP, but they do lay super flat. It's crazy. Oh, yes. We need Birkenstocks with the big alpaca or wool socks. Yes. Whew. I was sweating, John. Hi, Ollie. How are you? I need to bother you soon because I need to figure out what's going on with my bobbin. An orange peel is, of course, do I have one? That would be so weird if I didn't. Come on. An orange peel is when you have just a little peel and it's, how do you describe an orange peel? Someone help me. The one time I don't have one hanging out behind me. It's a curved block with two outer pieces and you kind of have that little oval in the middle. I'm not sure if I did a good job. Yes. So, okay. First of all, I would also like to know what dovetails are on seams. So somebody help us with that. And then nesting seams is when you take two blocks that you've sewn together and you press the seams one way on one block, one way on the other block. Okay. So that when you put these together, you can kind of butt them right up next to each other and they nest into each other and make it easier to make your seams line up. But I will say that I have been trying to do that for like 10 years and it does work. Don't get me wrong. People love it and do it, but I'm digging the open seams. I feel like it's easier for me to line up my seams, but I do not know what dovetails are. I think there's this new thing, Brenda, where if you're chatting in the chat, you get points and then some of you are winners and some of you are losers. So, I mean, I'm just kidding. We're all winners here. We're all winners here. It does make a big difference, the pressing. A pressing bar. Do you mean like the wooden tailor's clapper, or is that something else I'm not familiar with? Oh, dovetail is the same as nesting. Okay, so nesting and dovetailing are the same thing. Yeah, a pointy oval. I have pictures, Meg. I have so many. I love curves, and I just am literally stunned I don't have one sitting right next to me. You and me both, Andrea. You and me both. I had no idea that that's so fun. We learned something new today. A loser. Oh, I can't see in my streaming software. I can't see who's winning. So you're all winners to me because I don't know who's winning and losing. I don't know. I'm sure I can tell later. But in my streaming software, you're all winners. I'm putting crowns next to you mentally in here to everyone. Katie says hello, lurking William. If William's still lurking, Katie says hello. Let's see. Where did I leave off here? Everybody's got points tonight. Oh, okay. So everybody's got chat points. All right. That is kind of that's like a very as most of you know, I like to play video games and I like to watch people playing video games, and Twitch is a place where people can stream video games, and they've been doing that point system forever. So YouTube's trying to, I guess, compete with the gamers, which we love to see it. A little friendly competition. All right, now we got to take D to A. I'm not taking any chances with my multitasking. D to A. Can't risk it. Pressing bars are like wool-covered sticks, like a dowel cut in half. Never heard of that. Crazy. Yes, this is all Tula pink fabric. It's very bright and cheery. Yes, gamified. That's the word they use. It's all very gamified. Yes, it is very, very pretty. I like it. I don't really work with prints that often, as most of you know. And so when I wanted to try a mystery quilt, I was like, I'm going to go and get myself some prints, which is also might be some of the reason I'm having trouble with the like contrast is I'm not used to prints. So I got to give it a fair shake until the end. But I do think that if I were to like do it again, I would want smaller prints so that like they read the same color no matter how they're cut. But we'll have to see. Ollie says the green is reminding me of key lime pie, and now I want some. That sounds. I don't really like lemon and lime pies, but like now that you say it, I probably wouldn't turn it down. If you buy a super chat, you go right up the crown rankings. Don't do that. Don't let them get it to you. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think I have super chats on. If you want to give me money, you can go join my membership so I can give you things for your money. Pressing bars look like a shoe shine brush with no brush. Interesting. But thank you, Katie. That is so sweet of you. Oh, Jess has got mini frozen pies in her freezer. Okay, everybody. I better not have been demonetized. No, I just never turned them on, Zaza. Although the first day I got monetization, I posted a short of me like standing out on my deck, and I zoomed down to show all like the little threads, glitter threads on me. And that video got adult restricted for sexual conduct activities or whatever. I guess I ooze sexiness, guys. Breaking news. Breaking news. Fully dressed. And I appealed it and they upheld the appeal. Who knew? Yeah, I think this will be fun when I see it. If there's hopefully enough yellow and green, I think it'll be great. Hi Mimi, how are you? Yes, I wish I had a freezer full of pies too. Jess is onto something here. All right, we were gonna press these. I know. It's crazy. Shame on me. Quilters After Dark. Yes. I was dying laughing. And then when I appealed it and they upheld it, my husband's like, that is crazy. Okay. I'll never get those 9 cents now. Alex says, I have to restart or redo the wall hanging 4 times. I finally got the living part done. Oh yeah, she's making a like a little banner for her YouTube channel. I saw that video. It couldn't have been less sexual. Too funny. You know? Just ooze it out of my pores. Yeah, I don't think anyone's ever accused me of being too sexual. But I love it. It gave me a good laugh. All right, so now we're going to put some squares together. C is this purple. D, alrighty. And then, yeah, I don't know about everybody else, but I am still I do like to pin clip where my seams come, and I like to clip and flip. I like to flip them over. And then sometimes I am this crazy where if I'm feeling like very particular in a day, I will continue to make sure that I have it just the way I want it. There we go. I used to just always be in a rush and never clip anything, but now I'm not like in a hurry anymore. You know, I'm just enjoying the process. Yep. Mm-hmm. He knows. Yeah, it's so crazy. Yes, Jess, get to working. It is really crazy. I have that extra charm. Yeah, my husband thinks let's do this. Show some cleavage if I can quit my job. He's all for it. Mimi is doing good tonight. I'm working on the last border piece of a quilt that I've been working on for months. Oh, that's so exciting when you get there. But I always mess it up at the end because I'm so excited to get over with. Then all I have to do is find it and then get this one done. Gone. That is awesome. Andrea, 100% regarding what they take down and what they'll leave. Facebook was the same. Ooh. I actually almost streamed this onto Facebook too tonight because I can do that, but then I chickened out. I've never streamed on YouTube or on Facebook. It makes me nervous. Is anyone watching the Gilded Age series? I'm obsessed with the gorgeous dresses. No, but I want to know. Where's my notebook? I'm so out of practice. My little notebook that I normally have sitting here to take notes from all the good stuff you guys tell me is missing. I'll have to text it to myself. I want to check that out. The Gilded Age series. That sounds cool. And since I have to redo it, I went ahead and changed the background to black. Ooh, see, that's nice. You get to experiment a little bit more. If I did naked crafting on OnlyFans, I'd have to wear a giant Halloween mask over my head. No. Yeah, I would too. Too funny. C and D. How do I continuously get myself confused? I don't know, but I do. C, D. They're probably the same no matter what way you do it, but it's been a long day. I'm not trying to experiment today. Oh, bind it instead of find it. Sorry, I should have realized that too. Find it, bind it. I thought maybe we're finding the border piece. Yeah, I work a very corporate job. I will not be doing any of that. Ooh, the 1880s dresses in New York. Ooh, that sounds cool. I do like period pieces. I don't know. I haven't been watching that much TV lately. I feel like I need to find shows that don't give me any anxiety. Like, which I'm anxious person, so but I mean, like, I don't even want to get wound up with like drama in the show. Like, even some reality shows that hype me up, like, I don't want that either. I'm just trying to find like feel good shows, or I spend a lot of time on YouTube because I'm just trying to be cool, just trying to live a stress-free life right now. I don't know what's been going on with me lately. I like to blame the hormones, but I'm not sure. But I'm a crazy nut right now. So I'm just trying to good vibes only. But, you know. I know I'm going to actually go check that show out just to see the dresses now. Oh my God, Zaza. That is the danger of sewing naked. Oh God. That is funny. That is funny. Oh, that's cool. Gonna check and see where I am on somebody else's very long playlist for their watch hours. That's so nice. I love the 1790s into the 1910s era, all the differences. Andrea, yes. I literally watch The Office, but I skip Scott's Tots, right? Why am I having a moment? And I also don't watch like the last 2 seasons. So they don't like exist for me. Oh, Gilded Age is written by the guy who wrote Downton Abbey, and it had amazing clothes. Cool. Yeah, Andrea, it's perimenopause. It's great. It's great. Happy being 40. It's wonderful. Bernadette Banner has a YouTube channel that is so relaxing. She hand sews and uses a manual sewing machine. Oh, I'll have to check that. Will you text me that, Dawn? I also really like The Last Homely House and Stitch with Rachel. They're both from the UK. And I really like listening to them talk. Andrea says, lately I've been a kick about watching YouTube videos about shipwrecks. Okay. I could get into that. It was Ollie, wasn't it you that got me onto bears eating salmon? I was watching that the other night. Scott's Tots. Yes, that's the one. I don't know why it wasn't. Yeah, because I was forgetting the S. Scott, that episode does not exist to me. I have so much secondhand embarrassment watching that episode. I can't. I cannot. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. I do like when they go to the Chili's for the office awards. That's early on. But once Michael Scott is gone. Steve Carell is gone. That the show just doesn't do it for me. I don't know if it's a rumor or not, but all throughout like COVID and then now after with remote work, I was like, there is so much excellent Office material. It's not even funny. And I thought I saw that they were rebooting The Office, which, I mean, Zoom calls and Teams calls, there is so much, God, corporate America. There is some funny stuff that happens. So that would be an exciting thing. All right. So we've got 2 of these and 4 of these so far. And I'm not even halfway through. Jeez Louise. C and D. C and D. C and D. How many? 16? What? Really? That's a lot. Oh, I wasn't scrolling. Yeah, I always start over when Michael leaves. I'll have to check it out. Wait, Alex, was that the same one that somebody else? What was it? I need all the channels. So as it says, Fern, have you watched Department Q? It's based in Scotland. Some of it was filmed in the town I live in. How cool. Oh, of course, Ollie says, Dawn, she has great videos. She has a nice UK singer VS2. Ollie would know that. I definitely need to know that channel. From Small Things, she's such a sweetie. I like the vibes of that. Looks like Blood of My Blood will be viewable soon. That does not sound relaxing. Those, Ollie, I thought it was a joke at first that I was watching like a loop because those bears really just do eat salmon. Like they were there forever. I was like, is this a joke? Rachel has the worst Midlands accent ever. I watch. Oh my God, I love her. I love it. I'm into it. Well, I'm heading out to the sewing machine. I want to get back into the groove. Everyone have a good night. Estella, thank you for stopping by. Enjoy your sewing time. Pumpkins Patchwork. Julie, hello. Welcome in. Pumpkins Patchwork. I love that name. Thanks for joining. Hi, Candace. How are you? Let's see. I feel like I'm getting... It's on Netflix. The Gilded Age has been my... Okay, so The Gilded Age on HBO. Okay, so that's where you can find it. Has been my fixation for the last few weeks, and it's costuming, and the costuming is very period. Okay, I think I do have HBO right now. Okay, I have never watched Outlander, but I know, like Brenda, I don't know if Brenda's still here, but I know Brenda's an Outlander fan. $12. How many did I say? 16? Jeez. 14. 16. Okay. So we still must need some of these. Yes, okay. I'm going to count these one more time to make sure that I don't have to think anymore. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Okay. Krista says, gotta run, Tasha and friends. Gotta run and pick up my granddaughter. Have fun. Dawn from Small Things is good. I watch her. Okay. I definitely have to check that one out too. Small Things. Yes, Fern, I'll miss Jamie. Outlander was filmed in towns all around where I stay. It's funny seeing them on TV. Oh, Katie says it's good, but there's some of it that is disturbing. Oh, and it's ending. Okay. I read all the Outlander books and watched all the shows and then bought all the DVDs. Oh, and Zaza saying the books are worse. It's been toned down for TV. Okay. Never knew that there was any controversy in Outlander. I just always thought there was like hot guys in it. I love Gilded Age and Bridgerton, and now we're streaming Supernatural. I am so glad you said that because I started Supernatural because I think I saw like a couple episodes, when I was younger. I started that a while back and I never finished it. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know. That might be a great option. That might be a great option for me. Thank you. I am going to do that. That is something you can just have on in the background. I like it. Oh, so what's funny, not funny, but funny odd, not funny haha, is I really liked Game of Thrones. Like my husband and I were like really into it until I had kids. Kids ruined it for me. I can't watch any of that disturbing crap anymore. I cannot watch it. I can't even watch the reruns. I'm like, how did I watch this? How? I don't know. I'm too sensitive now. I'm sensitive Sally. I can't. Something has just changed with me. I don't know. This is going to be very specific, but like when I was a kid, I played this video game called Doom. And so this was a video game from the 90s, okay? It was like a PC game. So you're not talking crazy graphics. You're not talking crazy anything, right? This was very basic beginner computer game. And I was like, oh, wouldn't it be so fun for me to like relive like childhood nostalgia? And I'm going to download Doom. Do you know that I played that game for like half an hour one night and then I went to bed and had nightmares the whole night? What is what? I played that game fine for like, oh my God. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me. Just got to accept it. Yeah, it is definitely brutally violent. All right, I might have to check out Outlander. Overwhelming good reviews as well as that Gilded Age. Brenda goes, I'm so desensitized, I can't even think about what is disturbing. It is fun getting to chain stitch a little bit, though. Just trying to remember if I started the dishwasher. I did. Okay, cool. I got my closing shift done up there, I think. Tomorrow the kids have a field trip through their summer camp, which means the bus leaves at 8 from the drop-off point. So we cannot be even a little bit late. And I have to pack a bunch of extra stuff for them, which I haven't done. I'll do that in the morning. Field trip days are rough, but they love it. They take an hour bus ride to a state park and they get to hike and swim and have a little picnic. I pack their lunch. But it is a bigger day getting ready for me. I think I only have one meeting tomorrow, so that'll be good too. Yes, I'm with you, Jess. Ever since I have kids, I'm so emotional. Oh my gosh. Jess says, I even cry when I'm watching fireworks. I haven't hit that level yet, but give me some time. Wow, Brenda, I had no idea that you read all the books as well. I'm going to have to give that a go. Although I think Supernatural is really going to be where it's at for me. Yeah, I definitely I've always been a crier though, like that's not new. Like I used to be embarrassed of it and now like I'm just like I'm crying again. Like I'll now just say like I'm sorry I'm crying again. Like I don't want you to feel emotional, but I just need to cry for a minute. You can get it out. Hi Gladys, how are you? Yes, it will be nice. But then and I also like my daughter, she's very fair skinned. Don't know have any idea where she gets that from. And so I'll like make her load her up with sunscreen before she leaves just in case. Half the time she says, I couldn't find my sunscreen. That's right in her bag. Hi, Gladys. Hi, Andy. Yes, my daughter laughs at how easily I cry. I'm very careful reading on an airplane. Even sappy chick lit will have me. I know. I'm with you. It's weird. Dawn, same. Not as much anymore. No, probably still. But man, when I was a teenager and in my 20s, every time I got mad, I would cry and then I would be so mad at myself for crying. Now I just, no, I don't get more mad at myself for crying, but man, I do the same thing. I wish the Anita Blake series could be on the movie screen. Right, Don? I'm not sad. Don't think I'm sad. I'm mad. Saza says, I never cried until I hit around 35. Now I cry at anything and everything. It's so strange. It is so strange. Andy, are you caught up on your puzzle mystery quilt? I think you are. I was watching, I don't know, I was watching you. Can't remember now, all the weeks blur together. But I think you are in fact caught up. Unlike me. Although I'm getting closer tonight. I had to like really dig for the project box this was in too. It was like at the bottom of the pile. I had all my project boxes sitting on my antique machine that I unboxed. And now they were all stacked on the floor, and this was the very bottom box. I also have a block of the month through Libs Elliott Sew Squad that I'm so far behind on. I am going to just do this month's block to try to get back into it. This month's block looks cool. But, you know, everything gets done when it gets done. And I'm going to do, I think, I've declared, but I reserve the right to undeclare, spooky September. I'm going to do like Halloween sewing in September. And I want to do some cutesy Halloween patterns. So if you know of any cutesy, nothing big. I don't want to do a full quilt. I want to just I might do a quilt out of lots of little blocks I do. Hodgepodge it together, but I don't want to do like one giant quilt pattern. So, but if you have any quilt patterns or little foundation paper piecing ones, or even a big quilt pattern that I could take a couple blocks out of, send them to me. Yep. Cry and get mad and then get madder. It's crazy. Andy, I was not good during basic training when I would cry while getting yelled at. Andy, why do I always forget that you were in the service? So was Brenda. I have not done clue 7. Me neither. I'm on 5 right now. But I do have 5, 6, and 7 printed. Yes, I'm very happy with this clue especially. So I don't know if you can see this paper very well. Ooh, let me see if I can do my zoomer inner. Yes. Okay. Where's the thing? Oh, is it flipped around? Okay. So I don't like fabrics E and F together. So the only parts of this, you can see like there's only a little bit of E and F together down here, but the rest of them are all very contrasted. So there's only a little bit. So I am feeling quite good. I like seeing the A fabric and I like seeing the C fabric because A and C are very light. That's the yellow and the green. So all of these pieces will have good contrast. This will all have good contrast. This will all have good contrast. So only this little section here I'm nervous about. But I guess, yeah. So that's a very small percentage of this month's clue that I'm working on. So I'm happy with that. The Rose Villa has some cute ghost table runners. Ooh, I like that. Coffin Hexies. And I bought Libs's Halloween fabric that I haven't unboxed yet. I'm like, that might actually, Coffin Hexies might be cute. I have a holiday quilt along starting in September, kind of skipping Halloween. That's exciting. I did a wall hanging that was FPP that turned out really nice. Tracy from the sewing channel has a great tutorial for different size blocks going into one quilt. Oh, good to know. Yeah, I love winging it. I'll have to check it out. I hate that it's still summer, but all of a sudden everywhere it's get Halloween and fall decor and things ready. Yes, I know. For me, like I don't really like doing like Christmas and Thanksgiving stuff, but I just love Halloween decor. Like not even like I go too crazy, but there's so many cute little Halloween things that I've always wanted to make and I haven't. And I'm like, this year I'm going to make them, but I'm not doing it until September. I've decided, but I'm with you. I do not want summer to end. Yeah, coffin hexies, but they kind of are, yeah. Oh, I'll find out my Under the Sea colorway at the Cotton Cuffs Live on Thursday. Oh, yeah, I think Sean mentioned that too. Big party over there. I'll either catch it or catch the replay. That'll be fun. So do you know what size you're doing, Andy? Or is everything a mystery for you? I just listening to you and sewing my blocks, and I just want to say thank you. I just got block number 7 done. Hell yeah. Nice job. You're beating me to it. Although I made good progress. I mean, I always know I'm yapping more than I'm sewing on these things, which is just fine with me. But I'm actually doing better than I thought I was going to do. I know it's already 9:30, but I saw some very cute, fabric pumpkins just like themselves. That is really cute. I saw some placemats. I might try that are pumpkins. But I know even when you go into the store now, Andrea, it's like it was crazy that I'm trying to remember, but one store I was in had Halloween stuff. And I was like, rude. Give us some time. I'm still sweating in the heat wave. Although when it is a heat wave, I am like, at least fall's coming. But I want like at least another month of good weather. Need to get some more life out of my pool. I need to get one of those things for when you're chain piecing where you put your old rotary blades in. But I've been waiting to get one at like a craft show, like at somebody who makes them, or I don't know. I don't want to get one off Amazon. Blade savers, I think they're called. But then, of course, every time I needed it, I wouldn't be able to find it. Okay, next question about pressing. Okay, I have this. Hold on, let me put this back on this little thing. I have this that I need to press, and I want to press it open, right? Press the seams open in the back. Do I just go, like, what is the actual literal steps? I've just been going over to my ironing board, and then going like this and pressing it open. Do I need to, like, I've heard set the seam. Do I need to press from the front first? Do I press from the front back? Like, say you have sewn this and now you want to press the seams open. What are the literal next steps that you're doing? Does it matter? Does it not matter? Oh God, Hobby Lobby had Christmas stuff out since 4th of July. Super rude. Yeah, that's the other thing too, is I'm just like not ready for the sun to disappear again. I know it doesn't disappear, but they make it so it's not around unless I'm right. You have to like wake up super early to see the sun. Or no. Yeah, right? I don't even know. All I know is I'm not awake for it. I set the seam. Okay, so what do we see here? I open, then set the seam with finger wood, then press. Okay, so when you say set the seam, literally, is that me going like this? Is that what, like, literally on this folded thing? Okay. Okay, this is what I've been doing. So I've been going over, laying it down, pressing it open, flipping it over, pressing on the front. Hi, Rita. Yes, I know. I've been digging the late night sun. All right, and so Andy's saying I don't press this, set the seam, which is like me just pressing it while it's folded. Okay, set the seam with it still. All right, so press it closed, then open. All right, so it seems like we have mixed reviews on when you're doing it. Some will just press it just like this and then open it up, and then some people skip that step. Okay. And what does setting the seam do for you? Like, what's the perk of that? Or the benefit of it, I guess. Because I remember somebody mentioning that to me early on in my sewing career, and I don't think I've ever done it a day in my life. So far, everything seems to be going well, but I'm just curious. Yeah, me too. So I don't get that 1/4 inch seam allowance crossed or twisted. Make sure that it's flat. Then press. Okay. Generally setting the seam is done with hot iron. Nope, not finger pressing. Heat relaxes the seam. I can't tell exactly, but it makes a difference. Okay, fair. I think it presses the thread into the fabric so it's a little flatter. Prevents the fabric threads from moving and puckering. All right, I can definitely see that if you were to press it, the threads would be in there. That makes sense to me. I can logically get behind that. I don't know, but I do like the open seams. That's all I can tell you. That is for sure what I like. I should probably... Oh, okay. So this was my first live since I've been monetized, which was super exciting, getting monetized. And shout out to you all, because if it wasn't for you watching, it wouldn't have happened. But so nobody had any ads pop up on their screen. Did anybody have any ads like on the sides or anything? Like, did anybody notice anything? I just want to make sure my settings are obnoxious. Andy and Ollie, I agree with you both. You are resetting the seams. If I don't do that, the seams aren't as flat. Okay, so I'm going to try press, open. So I'm going to start pressing like this when it's closed, opening the sucker up, open it up with my finger, open up the seam and press it, flip and press. I think that'll be the strategy. Okay, Rita says no ads. Andrea, you and me are, yeah, I always pay. I pay for YouTube Premium too, because no. Okay, good. Because you can do it. So like it shows ads throughout the live, but then I think you guys would stop hearing me talk and the ad would take over. So I was like, no, we can't. We cannot have advertisers messing with our chat. Okay? We can't. Can't be bothered with that nonsense. Killing the vibes. We don't need ads killing the vibes. Cool. Well, I think I'm going to call it a night, but thank you all for hanging out with me for so long. I'm going to keep this right here on my table so that I can finish it up before I sew anything else. I am going to start trying to pop back on Mondays when I can. I feel like our summer schedule is kind of chilling out a little bit. I'm getting into the groove. But obviously if we got stuff going on, I won't make it. But thank you all for hanging out with me. Yeah, I can see why people do it. Obviously, especially if their bread and butter is making money on ads or whatever. But for the 17 cents I would make, it's not worth the irritation. Yes, Andrea, been super fun. Thank you. I'm so glad no ads. Some ads have the sidebar, but that shifts the chat lower. Yeah, that too. I don't mind the side ones. They're annoying, but definitely don't want the ones taking over the screen. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. We learned a lot. Thanks for everybody new that joined in. I had a blast. Thank you, everyone who watched it on the replay. And I will catch you guys all soon. Good night.